This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
The aftermath of Stella will update you on the latest blizzard-related news next. Hello everyone, and thanks for being with us here at SSPTV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information. I'm Ken Kara, and these are your headlines from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Stella is a name that won't soon be forgotten here in northeastern Pennsylvania. This is what things looked like earlier today here in the Hazleton area in the aftermath of the storm, which left anywhere from 18 inches to more than 2 feet of the white stuff. Schools are closed for a second day, as are many businesses. A state of emergency was declared in Hazleton, West Hazleton, Hazel Township, Freeland, and Weatherly. The declarations are needed for municipalities to be eligible for any reimbursement that would become available from emergency management agencies. An emergency travel ban in the city of Hazleton expired at 6 a.m. this morning, but the mayor is asking residents to stay off the roads if possible to allow road crews to remove the snow. He also asked that residents shovel out fire hydrants near their homes. Because of the storm, there will be no garbage collection this week in the borough of West Hazleton. Also, the Laurel Mall is closed today. It anticipates reopening tomorrow at 10 a.m. However, please check out the mall's Facebook page or our Facebook page before venturing out. SSPTV News continues to update the latest weather-related announcements at facebook.com/SSPTV News, and we will scroll them right here on SSPTV. Well, caution is the word while shoveling out from this record snowfall. In our weekly segment with Sacco Chiropractic, Janine Mazurkevich takes us through their process of identifying back problems.
So every new patient that comes here to Sacco Chiropractic will go through a muscle analysis. So explain that to us.
So everybody that comes in, we do a scan of your back. It's an EMG muscle scan. So it's measuring the electrical activity in your muscles right down your spine. So it connects everything right back to your nervous system for me. So it might show if something's too high or too low. It might show the areas that you have stress. It might show areas where you have a pinched nerve and the power is not really coming out. But this is a different approach that we use for everybody that comes in, just so we can really dig in a little bit deeper and see without actually having to use an X-ray or an MRI to really dig in a little bit deeper and see.
So are there specific points, as we're watching the video, what kind of points are you going to on the back?
So the system actually tells you where to put it. You start in the neck and you work all the way down to your low back. And the different points are the different areas where the power is really coming out, should be coming out higher for that muscle segment. It measures really in your lower neck here, and that'll show anything coming out or going down your arms. And then in your low back, it'll also show anything that comes out and goes down your legs. So if somebody would be having sciatica for some reason, it might either be showing up that it's really high coming out of your back and that's going down your leg, or it might show that something's low and it's coming out because something's being pressed by a nerve or by a disc in your low back and going down your leg. All
right, so when we look at the results for this patient, it's not good if you have red, correct?
No, it's not. This side, the green shows optimal. So on this side, it always shows what your scan looks like. So you want to be closer towards that green. You want to be more balanced. You don't necessarily have to be all green, but you definitely want to have balance on both sides.
Very good. Thank you so much for the tips of the week here at Sacco Chiropractic. We'll see you next week on SSPTV News.
Thanks, Janine. Well, tonight we have a shout out for Joan Herbinka, one of our SSPTV News fans on Facebook. Thank you to Joan for the support. And don't forget to like us at facebook.com/SSPTV News for your chance at a nightly shout out. Well, later on SSPTV News, we'll take a look back at Jimmy Hoffman's storied career at the Hazleton Area High School. Plus, your local weather forecast is next.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
The Wildbout Hunting crew has been busy shoveling out like everyone else, so tonight we take a look back at how the new year began in the Hunting Woods.
Hey, welcome to this week's segment of Wildbout Hunting, folks, and Happy New Year. It's hard to believe that it is 2017 and 2016 is already behind us. And what an amazing first season we had here at Wild Bout Hunting. And we can't thank everybody enough, from all of our sponsors and our partners to our families and friends to the networks that we aired on in our first season, Hunt Channel, and right here in our hometown with Samsung Productions, SSPTV. And we're excited for season 2. It is here. We are getting ready to air starting again in April of 2017 with our second season. It's called Share the Passion. And what we want to do today is just bring you a little sneak peek with the first half of our season 2 sizzle reel and just give you a little taste of what you can expect with some of the shows that we're going to offer. So let's get right to it.
Guess he's a little faster.
Tammy Moomey! He's going on a turkey hunt!
Well, hey, I hope you enjoyed that little sneak peek of season 2 and what's to come. And if you have a question or you want us to do something or go and hunt for an animal or a species or do something different this coming season of filming, email us at info@wildbouthunting.com or private message us on our Facebook page and let us know what you're looking for from Wild Bout Hunting, because we love to hear from you. We love the feedback, and that just makes us better at what we do, have more fun doing it, and make sure that we're bringing to you what you're looking to find with Wild Bout Hunting. We'll see you next week somewhere in the hunting woods.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
Yep, that's the SSPTV News Jeep. It looks like it's on that show Life After People. Well, there's still people here, and here's the weather forecast we can expect from the National Weather Service. We're in a winter weather advisory until 8 p.m. on Wednesday, and we may see 1 to 2 inches of snow. Lots of blowing snow with winds up to 35 miles per hour, and it will be very cold. So tonight, a chance of snow showers mainly before 10 p.m., 30% chance. Our low will be 14 degrees. It will be windy. Chance of precipitation again 30%, and we may see less than a half inch of snow. On Thursday, a slight chance of snow showers. Wind chill will feel like -2 degrees. Our high will be 28 degrees. Very windy once again. Thursday night, partly cloudy, low of 12 degrees. It will feel like 0. Wind gusts as high as 28 miles per hour. For Friday, 30% chance of snow showers, but a mostly sunny day with a high of 34 degrees. Friday night, 80% chance of snow showers, low around 29 degrees. Saturday, 70% chance of snow showers. Could also see some rain mixed in, mostly cloudy with a high of 39. Saturday night, a chance of rain and snow showers before 9 p.m., 30% chance, mostly cloudy, low of 25 degrees. Sunday will be partly sunny with a high of 34, and then Sunday night, partly cloudy, low of 19 degrees. While all eyes remain focused on Winter Storm Stella, one organization is always focused on helping people in the event of a disaster. The American Red Cross has had a very busy start to the new year, even before this latest blast from Old Man Winter. Here's Lisa Sugart.
Anytime we hear of any type of a disaster, of course we know the American Red Cross is there. And unfortunately, they have been needed for some very difficult situations in the last few weeks. Here to tell us all about it is Dave Skutnik. He is the Regional Communications Manager for the American Red Cross, and Bill Goldsworthy is the Executive Director of the American Red Cross of Northeast PA. Is it safe to say these past few weeks have been a blur for you?
It's been crazy. It hasn't been like this since the floods of 2011. Our volunteers, and we're run by volunteers, you got to remember that, have been really busy. In the last 19 days, we've had 30 responses. That's fires, tornado, accident on Route 81. And in those 30 responses, we were able to support and help almost 100 people. And besides that, we do other items, like, for example, the day of the accident down here on 81, you had firemen, rescue people out there all day long. They don't have their lunch with them. We go provide what we call canteen services. We bring them drinks to help keep them warm. In that case, it was cold that day. We bring them snacks, we bring them lunch. So we've also had 8 incidences, including that one, where we supplied food and beverages for over 700 emergency personnel. It's been crazy.
So you're there to support everyone else, but you need the support of the community to keep this all going.
Yes, we do. We count on the community. First of all, again, we're run by volunteers. We need volunteers, but we count on the community support for us to supply the people with their, in case of a fire, a hotel room. We give them a card so they can get clothes to go to work. Most of their clothes are destroyed in fires. We also help, again, as I said, supply food and beverages to our emergency personnel when they're in need. And we need the community support for that.
Wow. It's not too often. I mean, when we think of the American Red Cross, we do think of fire usually, but tornado and then a 30-plus pileup on the interstate. I mean, you guys have to literally be everywhere every time someone's in need.
Yeah, we've pretty much seen anything and everything over the last few weeks. A couple of dozen of those 30 times that our staff and volunteers have been out that Bill mentioned have been house fires, but several of them have been unusually large house fires. We've had a couple of 3 and 4 alarm house fires. We've had several where more than 12 people were affected in apartment buildings. And then there's the unusual things. A tornado in February in Northeast PA, totally unheard of. Interstate pileups, not totally unheard of, but throw that in too. And oh, by the way, that happened less than 5 days after the tornado. So it's just some wild weather that we've been in on. And then up in Wilkes-Barre, you had an entire federal building that was evacuated because of a suspicious substance. So all the emergency personnel plus the evacuated office workers, we were on scene there helping support them as well. And then most recently down in Mahanoy City, you have a brewery that's been closed for 50 years and is on the verge of collapse, and more than 20 people are out of their homes in Schuylkill County as well. So there's pretty much been everything but the volcano at this point. Our fingers are crossed, no volcanoes, okay?
That's amazing. And when you go there, it's not like, oh, well, gee, I have to go now, I'm going to leave. You're there for the whole event to keep these people safe and to give them what they need, and oftentimes that's a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes, a fire where you can be on the scene for only a few hours, but some of these other things, our volunteers have been there 10, 12, 14 hours plus. So long time. So our volunteers have really been doing a tremendous job, but it is actually starting to put a little bit of a drain on some of our local resources. So we're asking everyone out there to either call, click, or text. You can call 1-800-RED-CROSS. Go to redcross.org, or you can text the word Red Cross to 90999 on your cell phone, and that'll donate $10 directly to the American Red Cross here in Northeast PA, because we do. We can't do it without the support of the volunteers, but we also can't do it without the financial support of the community.
All right. righty, so the donations, that's easy to do. And if people want to volunteer their time, that's needed desperately.
That's definitely needed. In Northeast PA, we have 6 full-time employees, and we have 400-plus volunteers. We always need more volunteers. As Dave said, sometimes you go out for 13 hours straight. We need a break, too. So we do need volunteers. Even if you could donate an hour a week, 10 hours a week, only once a month, we need volunteers. We appreciate your support. Please join us.
Call the local chapter for that?
Absolutely. Call the local chapter, and they'll sign you right up there. You could go on redcross.org, and there's a location on there to say to volunteer, and you start filling in the paperwork right there.
All right. Well, if unfortunately you need their help, you know they're always there, but right now they need your help, so they hope that you will be there for them as well.
Thanks, Lisa. We've seen enough white. How about some green? Here's your midday winning lottery numbers on SSP TV News. Pick 2, 62, pick 3, 577, pick 4, 5221, and pick 5, 93484. When we come back, we have a special feature story on Hazleton area wrestler Jimmy Hoffman.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
The time before all of this snow. This past Saturday at the Giants Center in Hershey, Pennsylvania, Hazleton area's Jimmy Hoffman ended his high school career with his second state silver medal. You are looking at the best wrestlers in the state of Pennsylvania. This is the medal stand at the Giants Center in Hershey. Each athlete got here a different way. Each of them has a different story. This is Jimmy Hoffman's. These are the facts. Hoffman is the all-time wins leader at the Hazleton Area High School. According to PAWrestling.com, he's a 3-time District 2 champion, and he's been to states all 4 years of his high school career. The past 2 years, he finished second in the state at 132 pounds. Up here, among the best of the best, there's so little that separates each wrestler. One moment, one move could be the difference between gold and silver. Zach Trampe defeated Hoffman in the 2017 final bout 4-2.
He's very, 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 very upset. I mean, he was upset last year, but as you can imagine, now he's a senior. You can always get the thought that, hey, we'll get him next year. Well, for him, next year is college, which, I told him, that if he can become an All-American, that'll wipe some of these pains away. So, so he still has goals there, but, very, very disappointed. But I told him, listen, I'm extremely proud of the kid. You have to be around that kid to understand just not on the wrestling mat what he does outside of the wrestling mat, what he does in the community, what he does in the woods, what he does. He's just a phenomenal kid, and I told him keep his head high, and I'm sure his grandfather was looking down on him. It was tough on him this year, and that'll get him through it.
Hoffman's grandfather, one of his biggest fans, passed away earlier this wrestling season. A big part of Hoffman's story is his family. His dad is one of his coaches and is almost always in his corner. You could hear his dad giving him encouragement throughout his championship bout. You can also hear a chant of Jimmy coming from a corner of the Giants Center filled with Hazleton area fans.
You see that sea of red over there, though, giving you love, supporting you when you stand up there?
Yeah, I knew they were coming before. I just didn't want to let them down. Things didn't go as planned, but I knew I had a good section to back me up.
Will they let you know you didn't let them down, that they're proud of you, man? Second place 2 years in a row, I'm sure they're very happy.
Oh, yeah, they've already came back and told me how proud they are of me and how awesome it is just to watch me and just come down and experience this with me. It's good knowing they have my back.
Hoffman's amazing high school career is now behind him.
That chapter of my life is over, but it got bigger and better future to Lehigh and a lot of great kids in the workout partners, coaches, great school. So I'm definitely looking forward to that.
If Hazleton area head coach Keith Maurer were to write the foreword to Hoffman's story, here's what it might sound like. While looking back on Hoffman's career with a group of reporters, he was asked to describe his 132-pound wrestler.
Relentless, kind, hardworking, strong, talented. There's a ton of adjectives out there, all positive ones that I can tell you. And there's a lot of little kids running around, and I'm sure there's some Hazelton kids I know that were coming down to see him. So they know him very well, and I hope he comes back, and I'm here and he comes back and maybe helps me out at some point in time coaching, and I won't have to. He can lead by example then. So look on the internet. I'm sure there's the YouTube videos and stuff, which you can't see from back in the day, but I'm sure there's all kinds of videos out there that they'll be able to see this match that he wrestled and see what it took him to get to where he's at right now.
We have to wrap up our Jimmy Hoffman story here, but this is far from the end. Let's talk about another athlete that had a great career at the Hazleton Area High School. Alyssa Balicki is now bowling at Long Island University, and the junior has qualified for the Intercollegiate Singles Championships. Balicki finished 4th at a qualifier held in Allentown, which had over 120 bowlers. The championship tournament will be held April 18th and 19th in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Only 24 bowlers qualify for the tournament. We'll let you know how she does. It's a really good time to be a Cougar. The accolades are just pouring in. It's like a blizzard of awards. The school's athletic director, Fred Barletta, has been named Athletic Director of the Year by the Pennsylvania State Athletic Directors Association. He will be honored at the group's annual conference later this month. They sent a list of all his accomplishments with the announcements, and wow, I can only give you the highlights. That's all we have time for. Barletta has been working in the athletic administration in the Hazleton Area School District for 28 years. He was also the girls' track and field coach in the district for 25 years. He won 7 league championships and a bunch of district titles. Barletta was also a social studies teacher and, of course, is an accomplished sports broadcaster. I learned so much from Mr. Barletta growing up as an intern here at SSPTV, so even though I went to Bishop Hafey, he still had a huge impact on my life. Congratulations and thank you to Mr. Barletta. That's sports. We'll be right back.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's social news. First tonight, happy 79th birthday to Susan Pavuk. Love from Patty, Rosie, Pete Jr., John, Bear, Otis, and your grandchildren. Tonight's Talk of the Town report, the Hazleton Catholic Deanery's Road to Resurrection Lenten Retreat, which was scheduled for Monday, March 13th through Thursday, March 16th, has been canceled. Next announcement, the Lehigh Valley Health Network will be holding a 2017 5K run walk Saturday, April 29th at the Hazel Township Community Park. 9:30 a.m. will feature the Kids Free Fun Run, and 5K begins at 10 a.m. Early registration is $20 and includes a t-shirt. Day of registration is $25, and proceeds benefit the Health and Wellness Center at Hazleton's Fitness Trail. For more information, please call 570-501-6953 or check out lvhn.org/calendar. And finally, the Spellbind Magic Show is coming to Butler Township Community Center Saturday, April 1st. This all-age unique comedy and magic experience will feature professional musicians and benefits Cub Pack number 63 in drums. Doors open at 6, show begins at 7, and for tickets or info, just call 570-807-1091. That's tonight's Talk of the Town.
SSPTV News would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of the following: Barbara Ann Butler Everett of Freeland. Friends and relatives may call at McNulty Funeral Home on Butler Drive in Freeland Friday from 6 to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Services will be held at 12:30 Saturday at the funeral home. And Henry Alborn of Freeland, the McHugh Wilczek Funeral Home in Freeland, will announce arrangements. Monomoy Area Girls Basketball State Playoff game has been moved. It will be at the Hazleton Area High School, but on Thursday evening. And remember, for weather-related announcements, go to our Facebook page. We'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy, everyone.
Time at ssptv.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.